and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I'll read the mission statement. The South Carolina Public Charter School District authorizes, champions, and supports the creation and advancement of innovative K-12 public charter schools that provide access.
Yeah, I was trying to do my headphones.
That provide access to academic opportunities for every student in South Carolina to reach their fullest potential. Mr. Secretary, would you please call the roll?
Yes, sir. Mr. Butcher.
Present.
Mr. Butcher is present. Mr. Gilchrist.
Present.
Mr. Gilchrist is present. Mr. Miller. Mr. Miller is not present. Mrs. Mosteller. Mrs. Mosteller is not present. Mr. Payne.
Present.
Mr. Payne is present. Dr. Pope. Dr. Pope is not present. Dr. Strickland.
Present.
Dr. Strickland is present. Mr. Chairman, we have a quorum.
All right, thank you. Okay, we need approval for the agenda for the meeting today, November 30th, 2023.
So moved, Mr. Chairman. Gilchrist here.
I'll
There's
second.
second.
This is Jonathan.
All right, thank you. All in favor of the motion, please say aye.
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 Aye. Any opposed? None opposed. Also need approval for the minutes from the November 9th, 2023 meeting. Is there a motion?
Moved. Randy.
There's a second?
Second.
Okay.
Billy.
All right. All in favor of the approval of the minutes from the November 9th, 2023 regular meeting, please say aye.
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 Any opposed? None opposed. Thank you. Marlene, are there any public comments?
No, sir, there aren't any.
Okay, thank you. All right, the South Carolina Public Charter School District Audit Report. Mr. Michael.
Good morning, Mr. Chairman and Board of Trustees. As you know, the Public Charter School District endures an extensive annual financial audit compared to traditional districts due to our unique circumstances of having 38 component units. I would like to start by thanking the financial services team for their hard work and dedication in providing supporting documents timely to the audit team. We are in a position of financial excellence because this team has demonstrated the mission and vision of the district. Also, I would like to take a moment to thank Malden and Jenkins, specifically Brian Nicholson and his audit team, for their hard work over the past 6 to 8 months. Brian has been employed by the firm since 2015 and is now a director. We have built a great partnership with the firm over the past 3 years and look forward to continuing our collaboration moving forward. At this time, I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to Brian to present the audit report.
Thank you, Nick. Can everybody hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay. So my name is Brian Nicholson of Malden Jenkins, and we conducted the 2023 audit for the district. And just to start off, I do want to go ahead and thank Nick and his team. We appreciate the hard work that they put in to ensure that the audit gets issued on time. I know that y'all have a very strict deadline of December 1st. And we issued the audit report as of November 22nd. And I actually sent Nick the final PDF this morning before the meeting. So, thank y'all. Without the hard work that y'all put in, it makes it a lot easier on us to do our job. So with that being said, I'll kind of go into the audit. So we conducted our audit in accordance with government auditing standards and generally accepted auditing standards. We issued a clean opinion. So an unmodified opinion, that's the best you can do. We had no significant deficiencies. We had no material weaknesses, internal control. We had no findings as it relates to the financial audit. We had no findings as it relates to the single audit. We did audit the Education Stabilization Fund this year, commonly referred to as ESSER. And I do want to point out, we did omit the Charleston Advancement Academy from the overall aggregate discretely presented component unit opinion unit. Due to the timing of when we were going to receive that report, we looked at certain qualitative and quantitative factors, and then it was deemed that they were immaterial to the overall aggregate discretely presented component unit. So what that means is, in the 2023 audit, they are not included as a component unit. That does not change our opinion on the overall financial statements for the district, nor does it change our opinion for the aggregate discretely component unit opinion unit. I did want to point out, and I was telling Nick this morning, we started working with the district, I think, back in 2021, and we issued that audit in March of, I can't remember what, March of 21. No, yeah, March of 2021 or 22. And I think the district had 6 findings in 2020, had 1 in 21, had 0 in 2022, and has 0 in 2023. So it just goes to show what Nick and his team and the district overall has done to get to this point. This is the first year that we've done the audit that the district is considered a low risk auditee. And what that means is to be a low risk auditee, that means you have to have no findings or no significant deficiencies, no material weaknesses for 2 consecutive years. So the district has done that, and the district is now a low risk auditee. So I think it just goes without saying the work and everything that y'all have done to get to that point. So y'all should pat yourselves on the back for that, and be proud of Nick and give him the thanks that he deserves in getting the district to this point. So with all that, I'll kind of open up for any questions, any comments, any concerns, or anything like that.
Are there any questions from the board? Well, I'll, for one, say I'm kind of sorry that this is a virtual meeting, because if I was there, I'd be patting Nick and Chris and everyone on the team there on the back, because this used to drive me absolutely bonkers several years ago when we had, as you said, all of those findings. They have obviously worked very diligently, very meticulously to get us to this point, and this is what we need. We need to be a shining example to all of our schools, and I'm just glad that we are now in the position of everything's cleaned up, and now we can keep moving forward in our quests and in our goals. This is a very important component of what we do. If we can't keep our house in order, how can we expect our schools to do the same? So again, just kudos to Chris, Nick, everyone associated with this. Michael was involved with it up until the time he left. So my appreciation goes out to all of y'all, and thank you.
Mr. Chairman, this is Billy.
Yes, sir.
No question. I just want, as a former superintendent and many years in a school district going through audits for 30 plus years, I just want to say that, and I realize that this is in the 1% or the 5% or whatever, Brian, you would think, but it's very exceptional that this takes place, and this is better than good. I mean, it's something that doesn't happen in many districts or anywhere, and I don't know about other agencies, but this is very exceptional, and Nick and all the group we should be very proud, and we are. So thank you.
And Mr. Chairman, this is Gil Chris. I just want to echo both your sentiments and Trustee Strickland, that we continue to be proud of the staff and the work that they continue to do to really bring to make our charter school district be the premier district in the state. And so I just want to echo what's been said earlier, and applaud you for your continued good work. Thank you.
Yeah, Mr. Chairman, this is Randy and Brian. I wanted to thank you for giving the report this morning. Having sat through reports where it was a very difficult meeting, it's kind of nice to be able to go through this one and to hear of the progress that's been made, and appreciate the chairman's leadership on this. I know it's been something that he's been banging the drum on, and then, you know, the leadership from Nick and the finance team. This is just really, really good to hear. I was, you know, very excited to be able to go to, you know, page 86 and 87 and see what was there, and that, you know, we were low risk and there were no findings and all that good stuff, because years ago that was not the case. Those pages went on and on. So just thank you to Chris, to the staff. You know, you all go out and celebrate big today. Really proud of what you've done and what this district continues to do for students all across the state.
And Mr. Chairman, this is Jonathan. I would echo all of these sentiments. Congratulations to the staff. Well done, Mr. Superintendent, and just so proud of how far the district has come. So congratulations.
One other thing I'd like to mention, and thank you all for your comments. One thing other that I'd like to mention is how important this is for Chris and his team when they go before the General Assembly asking for whatever they may be asking for at that time. This is very important, as you can imagine, when you go there and they know that we have our house in order. It gives us better credibility, and I know that we are better received in the General Assembly and the governor's office when we have our financial ship in order. So again, I appreciate you. I applaud it, and I look forward to working with you all even more in the future.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion that we accept the audit report as presented.
Mr. Chairman, Mr. Gilchrist, I will second that motion.
All right, we have a motion. Is there any discussion besides what we've already had? Having none, I'll call the motion. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? None opposed. Thank you, gentlemen and ladies. Without further ado, if there's nothing else, I don't know if Chris needs to say anything or Nick needs to say anything further. I'll just ask for a motion to adjourn.
Yeah, Mr. Chairman, this is Chris. I was just gonna make a few remarks.
Okay.
I do want to thank Malden Jenkins and Brian for the collaboration and the great work that you all have done the last 3 years. I want to thank Nick and his entire team for their dedication to ensuring that there's fidelity to this process, that it's transparent, and that it's in accordance with the law, and that we do what's in the best interest of the public and the families we serve. And I think ultimately this also, a big shout out needs to go to you, Mr. Chairman, for being intentionally focused on this for the last several years, and the support of the board, and the state of South Carolina for basically calling us out on this 4 years ago. We were not at our best at that point, but sometimes when you shine a spotlight on problems, it's the great disinfectant. And what we've done over the course of the last 4 years as an entire family here in this district is that we've been intentionally focused on putting kids first. And when you align your priorities that way, your money, your time, your other resources, and your people, and you're intentional about that, this is what comes, this is the fruit that comes from that harvest. So we've set the bar high. We want to be the best school district in South Carolina, not because we're in competition with others, but because we want to be the best choice for families and parents and kids. And so I just want to congratulate the entire team for all the hard work and dedication to ensuring that we're doing with the public's money what they expect of us, and that is to invest, spend it thriftily, to ensure that there's a return on investment and that we can continue to sustain this operation for the betterment of all the families of South Carolina. So I just want to thank the entire team. Congratulations to everyone. I also want to just send out holiday greetings to the entire team as well. John R. Payne shared something with me last week that I think is a great reminder of what the holiday season should be about. It's a little graphic, and he posted this on his Facebook page. But it goes through and marks out kind of a Christmas holiday to-do list. And I just wanted to remind everybody that this holiday season, our to-do list should be to be present, not focused on buying presents. To wrap someone in love and in a hug, not be focused always on wrapping gifts. Instead of focusing on sending gifts, send peace to others. Instead of shopping for food, donate food and help those in need. And instead of just seeing the lights, be the light. I would remind everyone that should be our priority this holiday season. I think it's in keeping with the values of this district and the people that serve here. So I wish everyone a great holiday season. And I just want to remind the board, we will not have a board meeting in December. So we look forward to seeing all of you in January as we kick off a brand new year. Mr. Chairman, that's all I have.
All right. Thank you, Chris. I'll ask one more time, any further comments from the board before we adjourn? All right, having none, we will adjourn. And again, I appreciate your time, and we look forward to seeing you in January. Thank you.
Thank you.
Happy holidays.
All right. Bye.